over after. Okay. Hey guys, how y'all been?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey
Okay.
Hell,
Barry,
hell.
hey Barry, you still not smoking cigars?
haven't smoked a cigar in, I don't know, a long time now, since April.
Awesome.
Really? Well done.
Yeah.
I can only think that Dottie must appreciate that. I know some cigar smoke is great, and maybe she liked it, but
No, she didn't. But I upped my chocolate, you know. And
yeah.
I was at my doctor the other day with Dottie. I said, "Yeah, well, I stopped the cigars." I said, "But I've been upping on my chocolate." Dottie's getting on my ass about it.
Mhm.
You know what the doctor said? The doctor said, "We'll take chocolate any day. We'll take chocolate any day. Stick with the chocolate."
Especially dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Dark chocolate's supposedly my cardiologist said if you're going to eat any candy or with stuff with sugar, eat dark chocolate because it's actually has some cardio effects. Milk chocolate, not so much. It's just mostly sugar, but dark chocolate with, like
Hmm.
he said, 70 or 72%
Yeah.
cacao beans. So
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they call it flavonoids or something like that. It's supposed to actually uh, it helps clear junk out of your arteries, you know.
mhm.
Yeah. I'm going to put up a picture. There's Barry giving it his maximum effort. Where was this picture from, Barry?
That that looks like Punta Gorda. I think that's Punta Gorda, Florida. We played a banjo rally there.
Okay. Yeah. I see you, Danny, um, Mike, Joan, Snake. I don't know who the guy is on the far left on the banjo.
That's Joe Petroselli.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that name many times.
And the guy behind him, I can't think of his name.
Okay. And how about the far right, the tuba player to Mike's right?
I can't see him in my picture.
Oh, let me see if I can make it bigger. Hold on.
No, what's happening is y'all's pictures are in the way on my screen.
Oh, okay. Can you change it to a chorus?
Okay, yeah, I can see him. I can see a tuba player now, and I don't know who it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Right, the mic.
Yeah. I just learned how to move them around a little bit. Okay. All right. Oh, here comes. Oh, Tom's going to get
I'm
on.
trying.
Or is that me?
I'm
Everybody quit
trying.
talking about Tom now.
There he is. Oh, look
Hey,
at that.
Tom.
Tom.
Hey guys,
Good
Mr. Wolf.
to see you.
Wow. Look at the ocean behind you or whatever.
San Francisco. Kent knows that one.
All right, here we
Nice,
go.
nice.
Hey
Nice
Kent.
hat too.
Well, thank you.
Bad brim.
To keep the sun off the bald head.
Yeah.
Hey, we
So-
were
How are
just
the kids?
the kids are good. We were just coming back from San Francisco because we had lunch with one of my sons, and so I got back a little later than them. But I'm just gonna say hi, and then I'm gonna go over to the condo and get on with the computer.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right.
Good to see you. I didn't expect you were going to be able to make it, but I'm sure you're enjoying the grandchildren.
I'm trying. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
Good
Hey,
night.
All right.
Rick,
I got,
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
What's up, guys?
hey, Rick. So all we had was New Orleans here today. So far.
Well, that's
Who
that's
dat?
that's okay.
Yeah.
The ones that really count.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, well, I have
Well,
a,
Everybody
except
doing
for
all right?
Barry. Well, except for Barry, that's all we knew, really. I mean,
yeah.
I looked at the cards that said there were all these other locations. I was in New York one time at Joel's invitation. Come to think of it, we didn't even go to the club. I didn't think anything about it at that time, but
Hmm.
okay.
But here's one I think we showed it a long time ago. I don't know if David was on for this or not. It's an old clipping from when the mustache used to do
the drunkard.
yeah,
I think,
plays.
yeah, I think Tom had sent me that one time. Yeah.
Oh,
Jane
yeah.
there, and Alex. The
Yeah,
other guy,
because
I could hardly remember the other guy.
Dave was always part of the drunkard.
Fred,
Yeah,
David.
It was Lawyer Cribs. There we go.
Yeah.
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 Oh, look, that photographer was Barney Forte. That was a guy I knew from Loyola, who's died a long time ago, actually, but really great guy.
Well, it says here the cast is fine. All experienced professional actors, with Alex Miller as Edward Middleton, Fred Hendricks as Rube Will. Leading the way, others are Karen Clemens as Mary David Krippner as Lawyer Cribbs, and Jane Blanchard as Demented Agnes.
Crazy days.
But that was fun, David.
It sure was. It was.
Yeah. Did they throw popcorn at you and everything when it was on stage? No.
Yeah, that I think maybe at the we traveled once to the Keokuk for the Iowa State Fair. Maybe it happened there. Probably had a good attendance.
But David, isn't that how you ended up at the mustache?
No, I had started out as the bookkeeper.
Oh,
Yeah, I started that I think like in 69, maybe. No. 68, I guess. I don't know. Who can tell?
Who remembers?
Really, I don't. I mean, it's almost embarrassing how little I remember. But when you're blackout drunk, I guess that's what happens.
I'm not sure I want to remember everything.
I heard the good time was had by all, and
Yeah, true. Apparently.
Aren't you glad they didn't have cell phones back then?
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
think I would
we'd
have
be
had
calling
a
from
shake.
prison.
Hey, David, you didn't make it into New York Club when you were there, huh?
Well, yeah. Anytime you want to tell your kids anything about their behavior, they just have to pull up an old iPhone file on you.
That's right.
oh God! When Kent and I used to travel, I mean, our poor parents, I think they'd hear from us like once a week. And
They were lucky.
yeah,
Yeah,
Hey, Mom, Dad,
But so David, you said you went to New York, but you didn't go to the club. When Tim Shea went from New Orleans to the New York club, I drove his stuff up over spring break, and I think it was '74. And so then I met him in New York, and I went to the club, and it seemed like a foreign place to me, even though it was your father's mustache, because we'd been in Denver once, but it seemed kind of foreign because I was so used to the mustache and how it was laid out. The one in New Orleans,
one in New York is different.
They did things similar, but not the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I was there one night, but we also consumed mass quantities of alcohol. So
Oh, wow.
I might have had one of those. I don't think I was a blackout, but a brownout maybe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of made
And
it
I
feel
guess-
like home, huh?
I never really thought about it really, that they might feel different. I mean, I guess when we talked about England and stuff like that, I thought, because I think the picture of it looks like it was in some sort of rural pastoral area,
Yeah.
not hardly the French Quarter. But the same thing like with New York. I mean, it's New York, but it wasn't in a French Quarter area.
People
Oh,
weren't
really?
walking by with on
Yeah.
a Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
It seemed weird. They had to drive and park and walk there. It was just and the same with the one in Denver. We were there for, I think Tom and I worked a couple of shifts there when we were up first time visiting Denver. We stayed with Mike Johnson, but it felt so that the layout was different. Everything was different.
Well, I remember I was
So-
in Colorado when me and Charlie Howard were up in Colorado, and we went to the Denver club, and it was laid out different. I can't remember, you went in, there was a long bar, and you sat there, and the band was back over to the down.
Mhm.
I can't remember all of it, but I remember it was laid out completely different than
Well, Barry, how many different clubs did you play in?
3 or 4. And once I got to New York as the band leader in New York, and after the fire down here, I went to New York. After the first week, it was all the same.
Hmm.
To me,
matter getting used to
it
it.
was all the same. I mean, some differences. We didn't have the Bourbon Street crowd, but we had the theater letting out and everybody, the club getting packed around
Hmm.
10 o'clock. Because theater let out. You know?
They're probably ready to sing too, huh?
So they had their own little things, you know? In New Orleans, we didn't play many show tunes. In New York, you play show tune medleys. These are My Fair Lady and Sound of Music stuff. You know, Oklahoma, you do all that. That's what they like. You know, New Orleans, we didn't do that as much.
You
I
didn't
know.
play Dixie a lot in New York?
No. But we played it. We played it back then. That wasn't a big no-no.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the New York club, and it has that curved bar. Did they do the bar songs on the curved bar, or was there another bar?
No on a curved bar.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, kind of mess up the kick line, you know.
You had to have more skill.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. So,
But I will tell you that the bar songs weren't as big a deal in New York as they were in New Orleans. In New Orleans, we played a bar song every set. We had a bar song.
Yeah, there was one each.
You know, in New York, we might do one or two a night, and that's it for bar songs. Sometimes none.
I remember one night
Well,
the band was messing with the waiters. They played a bar song, then it went right into Roll Out the Barrels, and it goes up, and it went back into another bar song.
I remember that, Dylan.
Cool.
It was kind of, I think they were just messing with us, but we had fun, you know. In fact, the waiters would make more money, sometimes tips and stuff, when they'd actually do a little performing for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice, you know.
Well, Barry, what you said makes sense because, you know, if you look at the crowd that walked by Bourbon Street, I knew people I grew up in rural Missouri. A couple of the people came to New Orleans. They had never seen anything like Bourbon Street, and they had never seen anything like Your Father's Mustache. And the fact that the waiters got up and danced on the bar and you could sing along and drink and carry your drinks up and down the street, totally different tourist crowd than the people. If you're going to a theater in New York, you're probably, and this sounds socioeconomically racist maybe, but you're probably a different, you have a different world view and world experience than the people who came from Bolivar, Missouri, a town of 4,000 people, and saw
Yeah.
Bourbon Street for the first time.
I think that's true, but in the end
Well,
of it,
true.
it all was the same thing. Everybody was singing, I've been working on a railroad. In both
True.
clubs.
One Saturday night, I was working the door, and the priest from the church, from the school that I had gone to when I was a little kid, comes by. Monsignor Mobilnicki. And I said, Monsignor Mobilnicki, Tom, what are you doing here? I said, I just work here.
Did you get him to come in?
No. He just walked by, looked.
Hey, I got a good one. One night, a guy who was a deacon in my church in First Baptist Church of Bolivar, Missouri, and a school bus driver. I saw him walking down Bourbon Street, and on his arm was a 6'5" drag queen.
Oh,
Was he aware that it was a drag queen? Kent, was he aware?
And he saw me, and he saw me, recognized me, and immediately tried to hide.
Oh,
kind of hard to hide him.
he could actually hide behind the drag queen.
Yeah, right. And I never went back and told anyone.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you do. You know, I don't care. Makes no difference to me. But that was a a shock. I'm sure I was a little bit shocked, but he was more shocked than I was.
especially later, probably.
Yeah, especially in about a half hour. Yeah.
Well, I remember the sailors from Norway or wherever would come in a lot, and a lot of times the from people from across the street would come in. Silver Rocks would come in, you know, and they hooked up with them like quite frequently.
Yeah, there was a guy one night who picked up one of the people with the Silver Fox, and he was a nice guy. He walked down the street and he walked back past. I was working the door, and he gave me the old sign like, "I'm getting lucky tonight." And I thought, yes, you are.
There we go.
There we go, Silver Frolics.
Yeah. Well, actually, some of those guys look pretty good, you know. Yeah, but you remember on ladies' night when the guys from the Silver Frolics would come in and they would want ladies' night prices.
Yeah.
And I think, didn't we kind of like split the difference or something? Um,
I don't know. I think we should have given them ladies' prices.
yeah, I
They
don't know.
deserve it. They
I
deserve
think
it.
sometimes if they were nice about it, I remember saying, "Fine, you know, you get ladies' prices." If they
Yeah.
were assholes, maybe not so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one time I did, they had one of these Yahoos from Ole Miss that was kind of loud and obnoxious. And he kept pointing, hey, what about that gal over there? I said, I can get her over here for you. And it was one of the Silver Frolics went and sat there with him. He bought her drinks for a while, him drinks. Or whatever. It was kind of like, yeah.
Well, one night I was at the door and Roger comes up and Tinkerbell's standing there and said,
Oh,
Tinkerbell, this is Tom. Tom's from
Good afternoon.
Missouri. You know what that is, Tinkerbell? That's the show me state.
Show me.
That's right. Don't tell me, show me.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was
Rod,
That was my leading line.
Picture.
Yeah. I had a picture of you I was going to pull up when you got here, Raj. This is an old one.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was this is funny. Fred and I just got to Cape Cod, and on one side there was like a big lake called Pleasant Lake, and you had to drive out to the ocean. We saw all these shells there, and we thought, God, look at here, we can have a clam bake and this is fresh water.
It's a great picture.
They were, I don't know.
It looked more like you caught them clams on fire to me.
Yeah. Well, no, we had boiling water, man.
So how do you bake the
I
clam?
don't know what those little clams were eating because they weren't from the ocean. So, but, we just got there from Missouri. What did we know?
Yeah. It's a great picture of you two boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great summer. Because
what year was that?
That was 1965, I think. I have to look something up with a date on it somewhere. Oh, I know. I sent a picture. I don't know if it came through or not. Of an ID I had when you went up to Massachusetts and you worked in the restaurant business. You had to go in and be photographed, and your date of birth and everything on it. It's sort of interesting.
Did you send it to Tom or to me or?
I thought I sent it to Tom.
Okay, yeah, Tom's here, but he's in California. He's trying to get on, but he probably wouldn't had a chance to download it yet.
Yeah.
I'll put up another old picture of you here. Let's see.
These aren't old pictures. Look how young I look there.
You were 12? What was that?
That's the opening of the Chicago Club. And there's a gentleman called Duggard in the suit. And the next guy's name is Ralph Peters. And he was charged of a lot of the maintenance and go around helping rebuild the clubs. And then all of a sudden he was on Q Magazine as a model. So I kept in touch with him because I was living in New York at that time. And then I was down in Mexico walking down the beach, and I looked ahead, saw this guy walking toward me. The closer I got, it was Ralph Peters. And here we were in odd places, and we'd worked together in the past. I said, what in the hell are you doing here? He said, well, what are you doing here? And he had set up a little oven. He made bread, and he'd sell it to the tourists, and there weren't many of them hanging out on the beach, mostly Americans. Well, that was
a good pour on the picture there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess about right. The Keystone Cop hats, did they sell those or is this just for the waiters?
No, we were trying to sell them at the time, and they didn't really go over that well.
Yeah, you couldn't really beat those together to make any noise like the skimmers.
Yeah, right. They couldn't fly them across the room or anything,
That's right.
I'm going to ask you a question about the skimmers. If y'all remember this, didn't we allow people, if they were wearing their skimmers when they came back, we would let them in free if they came down Bourbon Street wearing a skimmer?
I think so. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
That's how I used to sell a lot of skimmers. I said, yeah, if you buy a hat, you get a free admission when you come back if you're wearing it down Bourbon Street. So that sold a lot of hats that way.
I thought they had to have a bite in it.
Yeah. Because that was free advertising for us because people are going up
Oh,
and down
yeah.
the street with your father's mustache on their head, you know.
Well, I did. That person walking down Bourbon Street had a hat and a mustache mug in his hand.
Yeah.
And then they outlawed you had to have anything glass or anything.
Hey,
Say
Jim.
again?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
It's been a while.
Hey, look at that gentleman. He's so young looking.
I use the term loosely. Yeah.
Is it getting cold up there where you are?
No, it's been 80 degrees.
80 degrees.
We had a storm today. The last day and a half we've had a storm after 3 weeks of drought. So my lawn will love it, but
Keep the lawn happy.
yeah, but it screws up my golf game. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
whatever.
I'm glad you're here, Jim. I was going to ask you about this picture. I think you must have put it on your Facebook or something.
Oh yeah, that was during the Paris years. That's in the Bois de Boulogne. That's the International Jazz Band. The chap in the middle, the cornet player, recently died. That's why it was on the page.
Oh,
That-
okay.
That was back in 1980 something.
Does that water run all the way down?
No, that's just a lake. It's
Oh,
it's
just a lake.
it's near it's in the Bois de Boulogne, which is a lovely little forest that's actually in Paris itself, right on the edge of Paris. There's a big restaurant on the left-hand side, and the racetrack is on the right side. Longchamp, the racetrack, is on the right, but you can't see it in that picture.
Yeah.
Jim,
No,
how come when we played at the Mustache, we had to wear white pants, but they never looked that good?
Well, this is France, where they take pride in their appearance.
Well, Barry, some people don't lay on the floor in their white pants.
I
Right.
remember Scotty Hill, to get white pants, Scotty Hill would go to the paint store and buy painter's pants.
Sure, why not?
The white painter's pants, that's what he wear in a bandstand.
Oh yeah. Good Lord.
Hey,
Really?
Yeah. Well,
How's the weather doing down in New Orleans these days?
it's been great. We had a little rain yesterday and today.
Really?
yeah, same.
80.
Upper 80s.
High 80s, low
Upper-
90s, but humidity.
God, we got the same weather you got. That's terrible. Funny.
Well, for us, it feels cool, but
Yeah, well, I understand that. Yeah.
That's true.
supposed to get in the 60s maybe on Saturday in the morning. So I was waiting to go cut the grass on Saturday morning because it's like if you cut it out there when it's in the high 80s or 90s with 90% humidity, it's like you're pushing a lawnmower through a sauna,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Beauty of New Orleans, you never get dry.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
You woke up a sweat walking to your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, you're going to be in San Francisco much longer?
Till Sunday.
Nice.
You already been there a week or two?
Been a week. We came out because it's my 3-year-old's birthday. My
Oh,
3-year-old grand.
Three.
Birthday.
He's three.
Yeah, I got a 3-year-old and an 8-month. Mark is my.
Wow.
I got two grandchildren graduating from college this year.
Yeah, mine came along a little later.
Mhm. Yeah, certainly did. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Yeah.
no, this is a tough time to graduate from college anyway.
Exactly.
oh, yeah. Ah,
I know we've looked at that one before, but it's Jim, you never change.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like,
I have absolutely no idea why that's the case, but
yeah.
So, Roger, were you on when I was talking about Tinkerbell and you telling him about how I was from Missouri?
oh, yeah.
And that's the Show Me State?
Right.
Yeah.
Good old Tinkerbell.
Oh, Tinkerbell. I was standing by the door when James McGivern was working the door, and Tinkerbell came by, and he said, "Tink, how come you don't have any front teeth?" I said, "But better that way."
What did he mean?
You know,
I don't know. It sucked if you ask me.
No idea. No idea.
He did.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
James finally quit laughing.
I haven't thought about Tinkerbell in ages. My daughter was asked. She's a Saints fan. She's never been to New Orleans, but for some reason she was a Saints fan, and she wants to go to New Orleans sometimes. But she's 34 years old, so it's not like she's a kid, young kid. But she asked about some of the characters I met in New Orleans. Of course, I can't tell her but a small portion of the stories from Your Father's Mustache. But I remember I told her about Ruthie the Duck Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ruthie.
And
yeah.
I was trying. I said, there's just all this whole conglomeration of people who are just unique, let's say.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of Tinkerbell's name, but I said there was this guy who walked around in hot pants and had no front teeth, etc. And I couldn't think of his name until Tom told the Roger/Tinkerbell story. So thank you, Tom. Now I got a name to go back and say we'll have to Google that later, see if we can find Tinkerbell. So,
I remember every once in a while across the street would be closed, and one of the guys would come and kind of sit down and start putting his makeup and stuff on and turn into a woman, and it was pretty amazing how they did it.
Yeah. But there was another guy named Pork Chop would come by sometimes.
Yeah, pork chops.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
And Ruthie the Duck Lady and Tinkerbell.
Mhm.
Of course, we had
Iron
all
Jaw Stamston was good too.
Then there was
He
the
was.
guy that's sat on a board and he pushed himself along.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't remember his name though.
Yeah.
I have an album of less more. I think he has these characters in this song.
Mhm.
I'll have to look that up and see.
I mean, for a time that we had Nola Express, the Harry Krishnas, the Process. You couldn't
Yeah.
walk down Bourbon Street without somebody trying to convert you or something from it, like,
Convert me.
And all Lucky Dog vendors, they were a piece of
All right, hot dog, lucky dogs, chili
Yeah.
dogs.
They still have the Lucky Dogs?
yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
I
They
think so.
do. Yeah. They've
Nothing like the
allowed
Lucky
them to,
Dogs.
they've allowed them to expand, I think, but they've also added other people besides Lucky Dogs with the carts in the quarter now. Yeah.
And that barker across the street at the Silver Frolics would say, "Pay attention, pay attention,
Pay attention now.
pay attention."
Well, here's a little clip from the 50th reunion when the band all sat down to warm up the very first time in front of Joel. Let me see if I can play this here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Mike.
remember seeing Joel do that before, the directing.
Well,
Yeah, he did
Mike,
that.
how you doing?
He did
Mike.
that from time to time.
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
good
Hey,
morning, Mike.
Mike.
say Mike, how you all doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Good. And you?
Hey,
Never
Mike.
better, never better.
Hey, Mike. Have you changed your email? Wait, I sent you a note the other day, and it came back bounced. Have you changed your email address?
I have not.
Oh, maybe it's my system.
AR Banjo Man 1.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'll check. I'll check it out.
All right. I think I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this here.
Yeah. Well, Tom, I got another mug. You've been drinking out of your mustache mug. I had picked up this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that from a barber shop?
No, it's a Red Garter.
That's Red Garter one.
Oh
It's a
my.
Red Garter mug.
I never seen that.
I like the fish better.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, I found it on eBay for a couple bucks. So I said that would be nice to have.
Does it say anything on the bottom where it's made?
Other end stupid. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
No, it's actually got a McCoy symbol on the back, on the bottom, the little square. I don't know if you can make that out on there, but the McCoy symbol is on the bottom of this one, like the old mustache mugs had a
Right.
McCoy on it.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see.
So, David, what's been going on in the mountains?
Well, the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, where you live.
Oh, yeah, I'm all good. I mean, leaves starting to change. Trying to catch up with the people up north.
Trail Ridge is closed.
Yeah, we had a bunch of snow in the mountains night before last. They had up to a foot,
Good
way up
God.
high.
Really? Woof.
Yeah, yeah. Then going up to the Eisenhower Tunnel goes on the way from Denver to Vail and points west. They had it snowed a bit and then it froze. The temperature really dropped. And of course, that's the kind of the shittiest of all things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snow you can deal with. Ice is really tough. So but that's not uncommon for, we're almost at the end of September, and for the high mountains, that's kind of common. It's not uncommon. So
Do you get to enjoy leaves changing and whatnot, or does it all just?
oh yeah, it's gorgeous. They especially up top, the aspens change. They don't change like they do on the East Coast. The aspens turn yellow.
Yes, right.
And people come
I've
from
seen
all
pictures.
over the world. I used to live outside of Boulder, up in the mountains, about almost 10,000 feet, and people would in Netherlands, and people would come from all over the country and all over the world. They call it to drive from Netherlands north about 25 miles to Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park, and then you can go over Trail Ridge Road and come out on the other side of the Continental Divide, and that's a incredibly beautiful drive. And it's almost all yellow though, but which is not quite to me as beautiful as the East Coast, where they have the maples and they have the oranges and stuff. But it is, mostly you got those yellow ones, and you got they're mixed in with the evergreen, so it's green, which never changes, and then it's this bright yellow, and it's pretty impressive for a few weeks, and then the snow hits, and then all the leaves fall off, and people start skiing.
And
So
did you know that particular grove of aspen you're looking at is the largest living organism in the world?
I've heard that.
All the roots are connected underneath.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like miles and miles of this living organism, and it's beautiful up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's amazing to live up there too, because at almost 10,000 feet, the air is different, and winter comes early, and it stays late. When I first lived in Netherlands, I was going to have a Memorial Day party, and woke up on Memorial Day, and there was a foot of snow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yet in Boulder, which is 17 miles downhill, they have the Boulder, which is a 10K race, and now has 45 or 50,000 people. And it was sunny, and I had a real hard time adjusting to being 70 degrees and sunny in Boulder, and then I'd go home and it'd be snowing on halfway up the mountain.
Yep.
Had to get a 4-wheel drive vehicle because a couple times I couldn't make it home. So, note to self: learn how to drive in the mountains. Get the right vehicle. I had a Volkswagen Rabbit that would not make it up the hill in the snow. So I had to buy something that would get me home. So, but it was spectacular up there. I loved it.
And Ken had a beautiful house. I mean, it had patio doors on 2 layers around it. So it had this little breezeway in between before you went outside, and I guess you would let it heat up, and then at night you'd open up the inside doors to let the heat in or something.
7-sided passive solar home.
Yeah.
And the guy that built it, it was on an acre of land. The guy that built it was he was OCDC, and he charted the sun for 3 years and then cut down the right amount of trees in front of the house for maximum sun coming into the house and keeping it warm. So
fantastic.
We had a round. It was a cool house. Had a round shower. But he said he would never build another 7-sided home because you can't stand. Everything has to be cut. They don't sell stuff angled for a 7-sided home. So he built one.
I understand.
And his kids were named. He was an old hippie. His kids were named Aspen and Oak.
That'll work.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There's a real old one. But a new
Well,
one.
their pants look pretty good.
Yeah. Barry must have been in the show band at that time, I guess.
Hey, is Les still around? Is Les Muscat still around?
No, Les died several years
Les
ago.
died.
Yeah. And Pete died. And Maynard's still hanging around. He was on one of our Zooms a few months ago.
And Franny's still around.
Franny.
Franny, yeah, that's Franny. That's Franny, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Franny. He played at the New Orleans Club for a while. I don't know. It seemed like it was not a very long time, though.
He came in for like 2 months because I got him in.
Okay.
Well, he really came. At the time, they wanted to put a piano and a banjo on the band's breaks. So he came down from Philadelphia, New Jersey area, and he hooked up with a piano player, and they played on the breaks. But some nights he played in the band. Yes, that's what's going on here.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Maynard was very cool when we had him on the Zoom because he had his trombone.
Just happened to have it right there with him.
And he just turned around and grabbed it. It was always there.
It was good to see him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I was looking for that Zoom the other day, thinking we could watch some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get any pictures I sent?
I'm not at home with my regular computer, and I can't.
Okay.
But I'll have it for next week.
Okay, that's
Whatever.
cool.
Yeah. Let me see. Miss Emily sent me that book that Sonny Helmers wrote, and that he signed and gave it to Joel. I told her I wanted to read it, so she sent it to me. So I scanned a couple pictures of it. I actually read a bit of it too. He has a segment about the mustache and talking about his life playing music and stuff. Hear his story. He said he used to play at Al Hertz Club, and that he let me see. I had another picture of him. He played at Al Hertz Club and would put his your father's mustache stuff in a Krause bag that he bought, and would let me get this picture up too. This is the back cover. It has some pictures on it. He would go play at Al Hertz Club, and that the band at the Mustache would kind of make fun of him. What's the matter? You can't afford a banjo case. And then they invited him in to play one night when they were having a party at the Mustache, and he played and did his shtick with the pitcher of beer on his head and all this other stuff. And according to him, Joel came down to see him, and offer him a job, like pretty much on the spot, to work at Your Father's Mustache because of his showmanship.
Sure.
So I thought that was interesting. Of course, to hear him tell it, though, Joel paid him more than anybody he paid at Your Father's Mustache because he was a showman and not just a musician. So he's
that might be true, and that might account for why he was in New York for such a short period of time.
Yeah. But then he has other stuff in there about him doing the shows for Disney and all that too. And they had a picture also inside. I scanned one picture that was inside the book, was with him and, let me find it here, him and Banu. Let's see if I can find that thing here.
Sonny played with Fred Finn too, didn't he? In California. He was working with the Mickey Finn show.
Oh, okay. I
Early
didn't
on.
the whole book he may have. He talked about working with Big Tiny Little or something like that. Or
That's right. I remember that story. Yeah.
Mike, isn't Sonny the guy that got you to Disney, right?
I'm sorry?
Isn't he the guy that got you to Disney, Sonny Elmer?
Yes.
well, this was a picture from inside the book with Banu Gibson and Terry Robinson. He was dancing with a pitcher of beer on his head.
Oh yeah.
It takes a lot of talent just to do that. Barry, I think it was you that described how he would get the beer warm and swizzle it to get all the foam out of it or something before he tried chugging it.
Right.
And pour water in it.
Oh,
Poured
okay.
water, half and half water. And then stirred up with a swizzle stick.
But it's an interesting book, and it has a little inscription in it to Joel. So I asked Emily, and she told me to keep it. But I kind of feel like, it was really Joel's book. But if anybody, of course, I can. His daughter's coming to town in December. I can ask, her if she would like that.
Yeah, I've
Good
got
idea.
the book. I don't need it. I got it. I already read it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying this was inscribed by Sonny to Joel, so I felt like it should maybe be with somebody in the family or something. Anyway, but yeah, it's an interesting book. It's easy to read because his sentences are barely more than 10 words at a time. It's like little sentences.
What do you expect?
It's just like you're talking to somebody. No big words, nothing complicated. So anyway.
Little sentences.
I had another picture. I know we've seen before, but let me see.
Good. That's good.
Let's see. Well, Roger's going to have to tell you who these guys are.
This is in front of the Chicago Club. And the guy next to me is Bob McKenzie.
Yeah.
Watch rapture warning.
And then the gentleman in front is
What?
Rapture warning.
Oh, come here. Come here, little dog. Come here.
the next gentleman is from
What
Slits.
you want?
Go out back with me.
And the next guy is John Fairfield.
Let me get my drone. I did it.
And the guy
I
on the
don't
far
know.
left is one of our attorneys. And the guy in the far back is with the Slits also.
Ah,
I'm sure Schlitz liked Your Father's Mustache.
loved us. They loved us.
I bet they did.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Call up the beer distributor and they'd give you a yes, sir, right away, sir. It was really cool.
It was great on a Saturday night. Roger was probably there. New Orleans, where we ran out of beer on Saturday night
Yeah, that was
in
Mark.
Mardi Gras. In Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I was there.
And by damn, Schlitz delivered beer in the quarter to us that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to call Neil Coy, who owned the distributorship there. I said, Neil, man, we're running out of beer down there. Of course, in the middle of Mardi Gras. I don't know if we can get there. I says, well, I think you better get here.
You remember, because we used to sell the Schlitz tall boys out of the beer stand window, and we're doing that on Bourbon Street for Mardi Gras. And so I think I don't know if it was Joel or somebody else that decided we should start pouring the Schlitz tall boys into pitchers, mix a little water and stir them up while we were waiting for the kegs to show up.
I was the bartender that night, and Joel was behind me.
Yeah.
We're just pouring in the ice, beer, and a little water, and hell of a drink.
He was back there opening 12 ounces back there and pouring them in.
Yeah, the bigger 16 ounce.
They were big
I was
sticks
back there.
boys used to sell, yeah. I was there that night. I
Remember it? Yeah.
56 kegs we blew or something crazy like that. It was
It was a lot of beer. I remember that.
It was a lot.
What time would we open during the day during Mardi Gras?
Well, we opened in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We opened at
And
noon.
the first band started at 11 in the morning because I remember scheduling them.
Yeah, it seemed like I remember getting out there in the morning and staying until
11 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
We had at least three
So-
bands.
Three bands.
Bands.
What?
11
12
in
to,
the morning,
12
too.
to 6, 12 to 6, 6 to 12, and 12 to 6.
Well, you know, and
And
they,
did one year we have a bluegrass band playing?
I don't remember.
The
that.
early bands?
Yeah, we had one band in the afternoon time. Yeah. A bluegrass player come in.
Yeah, okay. I just wonder if I hallucinated that or not.
You might have.
in Amsterdam, Heineken has a pipe that goes down the main road to the different taverns that use a lot of beer. That would have worked great for us.
Huh.
Right? Splits.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Roger and David and anybody else, wasn't the sales manager for Schlitz named Jack Dillon? Is that right?
No.
I don't remember that name.
Remember? Because he came in with Danny, somebody who was a wide receiver for the Saints one day.
Danny
And they always
Abramowitz.
yeah, Abramowitz, yeah.
Abramowitz.
They were always trying to, keep us excited because we were so big. But I was trying to remember I have no idea why. I was trying to remember his name the other night. And Jack Dillon, maybe it's because I watched Gunsmoke as a kid. I don't know. Popped in my brain. But okay.
Mr. Dillon.
That was Matt Dillon.
That's right.
Mr. Dillon. Yeah,
Really? You hobbled on over.
yeah. I gotta see if I can find one more little band clip. Let me see here. Let me get it. Here we go. This is also from Carnegie Hall,
Hmm.
but it was at the bar when you first walked into the.
every time we see that cut, I'm reminded that that song "Honeysuckle Rose," while a great jazz tune I played a million times, I
Yeah.
never remember playing it at the Mustache ever.
Oh, we did. We did.
I don't remember. I don't remember ever playing it at the Mustache. That wasn't a Mustache tune.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know,
think
I remember singing
you know you're
Honeysuckle.
right. I don't remember playing it either. I play.
I'm telling you, Mike either. So the three
Wow.
band leaders here never remembered. I never remember playing it. And when
I
I
would-
worked at Fritzl's, it was an every night song.
Sure.
Not
I
Mustache.
have this vague memory of y'all playing it. We were singing "Honeysuck My Nose."
Pick between my toes. You know, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one of the Lesses was in charge then. One of them.
Maybe
Whoa.
so. Yeah, "Honeysuck My Nose." But yeah, it was, and also I have a clip. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it was Mike. It was y'all played in some place in Florida. It was let me see if I can find that real quick. It was well, we don't have much time. I guess we won't use another clip, but y'all were playing "Nothing Could Be Finer Than to Be in Carolina." And my question was to everybody is, does anybody ever sing the real words to that?
Yeah.
In the club we did. On the
Okay.
outside jobs we didn't. No.
Uh,
Nothing could be finer than to be in her.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Could be sweeter than sweetie.
Nothing better than my sweetie eater in the mall.
Especially if it was one of those midnight sets or something. I cannot
yeah.
remember. It's like,
I don't remember. But Kim is right. We didn't use off-colored material at all in the
No.
club.
Heck no.
About I guess the farther out as we got was me and Barry. We had what's called a tension reliever, where you had everybody in the whole house go, "Oh shit," you know, and that was about it. That was
We're always good.
We did a lot of double entendres, but we didn't get dirty.
Yeah, double entendre. That's right. That's right.
You were suggestive.
That's
You let
right.
people read their
Of course.
own words into it, but it was
Of
close.
course.
There really wasn't too much cussing or anything. We didn't have to.
No,
Yeah.
a lot of that.
And Mike, you were very good when the nice looking lady would walk by the bandstand back to the bathroom, and you'd wait for the door to close and then scream on the mic, "We can hear you."
You hear us in there, we could hear you.
yeah.
You know that.
Can you hear us in there? We can hear you. Well, they used to have a thing in the New York club. What was it? The fig leaf that the ladies would pull or something like that, going into their bathroom, Barry.
I don't
Some
remember that.
doll or something like that. They pull the fig leaf and lays up, and some sort of siren would go off or something. I don't know.
I have
That-
a reel-to-reel tape.
You get in the back.
We had a microphone in the ladies' room.
Oh, good Lord, no. Really?
I don't remember that one.
it was undercover, man.
I do remember I heard about the existence of some Super 8 movie from a Keith Yorston contest, but I never did see that one.
I got to go, but I'm going to see you guys next week, and we'll have a Zoom, and I'll take care of it. Billy's going to be gone.
Great.
No, I'll be here next
Okay.
week. It's 2
All right,
weeks
thanks,
from now,
Tom.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
be
Tom.
All right, Tom, take care.
It's time to
Have
go.
a good week, everyone.
So we're going to meet next week here, right?
here. Yeah, we'll be
All
here.
right.
Same bad time, same bad
That's
channel.
good.
Thanks,
Bringing
Chad.
the Slits beer.
Mike, you look like you got caught in a weed whacker.
You got it.
Isn't that right? You cut your beard and your hair
Yeah.
and all that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I cut about 6 inches off my beard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Looks good.
That thing was going for 2 years.
Yeah, it was a big.
Really? Oh,
It was getting
Did you,
unruly.
did you give it to that Locks of Love program, Mike? So did you donate it to the Locks of Love so people can have like a white hair?
Yeah. Going to people who haven't got hair at all, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, sorry, Barry.
Okay.
Barry, you were growing a beard too, or are you growing a beard? Barry,
Who?
Who, me? I'm not.
yeah,
I'm smooth,
I've seen
baby.
Barry with a beard before.
yeah,
I had a beard 3 weeks ago. You just didn't notice it.
yeah. I wasn't on Zoom. Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Anyway, All right, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Good.
you all for
Good to
coming.
see you.
And,
I'll
We'll
see you
see
all next week, same time.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Be patient.
I'll still wait.
Take care.
Next
Bye,
time.
good
Thank you,
seeing
Bill.
Next time. Next time.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
All right.
See
Bye.
y'all. Thanks, Billy.
okay, let's see how to do this. Yeah. Boop.
See.
If I could figure out how to get out of this thing.
Now, ending the meeting. Bye.